What's happening, guys? JamesBl0nde here with MMOHuts.com with the final episode of our short Let's Play mini-series sponsored by Games on Forge of Empires. And if you noticed from last episode, made a couple of changes here and there to the city. Got rid of some of the huts and put in that water slide I figured they'd start asking me about. Okay, so maybe I'm borrowing this city to show you guys the post-modern era, which is the most current update in the game. And that gives us stuff like water parks, music festivals, golf courses, and theme parks. And a lot of other things like genetic research facilities and greenhouse complex. All the postmodern goodness which is going on. Industrial filter factory. Now, my city can go with their filters. They don't have to go without filters now. And I've got a cool military district going on here. I can make, let's see, rocket artillery and whatnot. So let's take a look at the research involved in the tech tree to get to this point in the game here. So I started out in the Bronze Age. It was kind of hard to get out of that, and I was around here with like horseback riding, learning how to grow stuff. I didn't even get down to cultivation or tools or stonework yet. So basically, once you get past the Bronze Age, you get some siege weapons and into the Iron Age. Now, once you've added to these, you gain new things like what you get here. For example, right here, this gives you soldiers, which is going to be the upgrade from what we were at last time, which was just like the pikemen and whatnot. This guy here gets you archery. Later on, you get agriculture, which gives you an expansion to your city, things like that. In the Middle Ages, you know, once you've gained mathematics, you go into frame houses, multi-story houses, which are going to get you more resources and costs and things like that. Later on, you get physics, which is good because, you know, things just start floating around if you don't have physics. Fertilization, crossbows, all the way. We've got a long ways to go into the Middle Ages, where we get higher education and pest control, which is, of course, good. Gunpowder, finally in the Middle Ages. Colonial Age, where we get muskets and elite forces and clockmaking, all the way down the Industrial Age, Progressive Era, Modern Era, Postmodern Era to where we are right now, where we get, you know, renewable resources, children's rights, and you gotta have those bungalows, of course. And then we get, obviously, the next one, which is in the game, is the Contemporary Era, which gives us the internets. And then after that, society crashes, and that's why there's nothing over here. Pretty much how it works. Back to the city here. So, at this point in the game, you get quite a bit of resources when you gather from your buildings. For example, right here, 1,752 gold just from that one duplex house. So these high-rises here actually get me quite a bit. And if I want to, when I collect these, I can actually increase their production. For example, if I pay a little bit of diamonds, which, you know, I have 16,370 diamonds, so I think I can spare 25. I can double the production, and now it's going to give me 3,500. So this is the sort of production you're going for in the postmodern era once you've, you know, gotten this far. I just put in a theme park here, amusement park, and that gives me a lot of happiness. So you can see that my people are they have 6,945 additional happiness, so my productivity is at 120%. Probably because I put the amusement park next to the nuclear silo. Not really. These are actually pretty cool too. I actually have two like monument type things, so I've got that, and I've also got the habitat here. Now the neat thing about this is you collect these by going to your friends, your guilds, or anything like that, or people around you that are actually part of your group, and you can add forge points to these. So basically, you can contribute forge points, and once you do that, you can actually have a ranking here. The person that's contributed the most points to it, this person actually has 16 forge points put into my Cape Canaveral. So they're getting a lot of metals and resources out of that. You know, they got 95 forge points back from that. And now the blueprints are what give you these monuments. So once you start contributing to these on other people's maps, you can go in here, for example, my inventory. I've got a couple of these going here. I've got 3 for the statue of Zeus. And if I want to build something like Alcatraz, for example, I can go in here and collect these blueprints by seeing who else has Alcatraz on their land, and once I start contributing to that, I can get these and build Alcatraz myself without having to pay that many diamonds, which is a lot. So that's how that works. It's pretty cool. And you can do other things too, and I'll get to that in a second. Let's take a look at my military power. This is pretty crazy. I've already taken over the Florida area, so I moved over here. And let's see here. So let's go with one of these that has some technology on it. I get 4,000 coin for that. Uh-oh. We're gonna have to fight some rangers. Looks like they're a little bit behind in technology, though. This ought to be fun. That's okay. It's better than earlier. I was literally fighting with my siege tank looking things against the Indians. So it was almost like StarCraft versus Native Americans. This should be a little bit better fight, but not much, really. Got my paratroopers flying in here, which is scary to them, I'm sure. It's almost, let me turn off the music here. It's almost like barbarians, really. Let me go in here and take these guys out real quick. I've still got some of these guys that I was worried about or using back in the Bronze Age. This is not going to be good on their part. Oh, yeah. Rifles against hand axes? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they're going to be doing too well. Oh, man. I've got like commandos and tanks. They're going to... This is going to hurt. Let's see if I can even shoot them from here. I don't even have to get close. Shouldn't actually lose anybody unless I put them up in the thing like this, but that's okay. I don't really care. Hopefully I won't lose anything. In fact, I'm going to take the advice from somebody in the last video in the comments and let this game... Look, check this out. You can actually click this button here and it plays the game for you. So let's do that. Let's actually finish up the battle. Nice. Get my guys closer. They're going to just shoot from here, so I'm probably not going to lose anybody. Oh! I lost somebody already. I guess they all attacked him at once. It's okay. They can't really do anything to the tanks. I can imagine a tomahawk's not going to hurt a tank. Some of these guys are actually Native Americans still. Ooh. The guy got, like, missiled into the face. A tank to the head. This is actually going a little bit stronger than I thought. Okay, so I did take some damage. A little bit. But I've got so many diamonds. I might as well just do that. Nice. So battle result, I got my resources. I can take over this sector. And if I were to take over this sector, then I can actually hold PvP. So people will actually invade this, not having to fight the computer. And I can get greater rewards that way. So let's go back to the map and I'll show you guys what else you can do in with the postmodern era. You can do this beforehand, but for example, Bono here, looks like Bono, he wants me to motivate 20 buildings or polish 20 buildings. So one thing you can do is motivate or polish your teammates, not really your teammates, but your groups or friends, cities, buildings. So let me show you what that does. So pull up the social menu here and let's just pick somebody here. Let's go to Mel's place. Mel's place. Hopefully they have some buildings that I can polish up. So they're a little bit behind. They're like in the Renaissance. Let's go to some of the other guys here. Let's say, let's go with this guy's. Soul Rex. Okay, so he's still kind of that way. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the other cities here. Maybe we got some other people in the postmodern era. Who's at the top here? Saint Seth. Okay, let's check that out. I could polish up their buildings as well. Okay, so they have some buildings that are in the postmodern era, just like these right here. So they're kind of they're transitioning from one era to the other. But I can go in here and polish up some of their buildings. I can support And let's see which ones I can do it. Okay, so I can do it on these right here. So I can polish up their bungalow. No actions possible. Oh, I guess I can't. They're being polished up. Okay, so basically when you polish these up, it gives their economy happiness. So their people are happy. Let's see what else I can polish up. Is there anything I can polish up? Or anything? Are they building anything? Can I really? All right, let's go. Let's get somewhere I can actually polish up some buildings. So that's a challenge. I guess that person was very helpful to other people, and they polished up their buildings for them, and so they're good to go actually. Let's see if I can support any of these. I can't. I can't. Come on. Polish. Ooh, maybe here. Nope. But I guess I can add forge points to that. So if I wanted to, there we go. I polished up their graveyard. I'm sure they're really appreciative there. But I can go in here and add forge points to this. Say if I want one of these, like I said, I can go in here and use a forge point, and now I'm on the board here. Ooh, I get the rewards. Nice. Contribution reward for this level. So I've actually put in 3 forge points here. I can use all 8. Let's do that. See what else I get. I guess I don't really get a whole lot more there, but that's okay. I pretty much got them back that way. And I've gained 3 blueprints. So if I hold this spot, I'm assuming then I gained these blueprints to make that up like I showed you earlier. But let's go back to the city here. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. That's the postmodern era. Takes you a while to get there. Bono's getting happy here. Yeah, and so at this point, like I said, your resources are really high, and the game progresses pretty quick this way. So I can imagine if you're this high in the game, then as soon as the next era comes out, it won't take you that long to progress through the tech tree to get into the next era, because of the fact that these buildings produce so much resources. Like for example here, like I said, you have plenty of resources to get to that next level. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the mini-series here. If you're looking for more information about Forge of Empires, check the link in the description below. Otherwise, thanks for watching once again. And until next time, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm JamesBl0nde. See you out there, gamers.